Okay, coming up, we have a massive showdown. It is a professional bout at 145 pounds between Ryan Jett with Dark Side MMA and none other than Brandon the Kid Webb with Contemporary Martial Arts. A highlight reel in and of itself is Brandon the Kid Webb.
We all know about the undefeated Brandon the Kid Webb. Turning pro, he has done big things already, but he's got the dark side to contend with tonight. That's going to be a remarkable fight and a great matchup.
Both these guys are precision strikers with power. You don't want to miss this one coming right up. Brandon the Kid Webb takes on Ryan Jett at 145 pounds.
For 3 5-minute rounds in the USFFC featherweight division. Introducing first the man fighting out of the Excel Fitness red corner. He represents Contemporary Martial Arts and steps inside the cage with a professional record of 1-0. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at an even 145 pounds. Fighting out of Hartwell, Georgia, Brandon the Kid Webb.
Brandon the Kid
His
Webb.
opponent awaits across the cage and fights out of the U.S. Army blue corner. Fighting out of the crib, he makes his professional debut tonight. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in officially at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Ryan Jett. Your referee, Blake Grunt.
Brandon bouncing around, Ryan casually
Gentlemen, you know the
strolling.
rules. I do expect a clean fight. If you want to touch them up, do so now. We're going to fight on the bell. Good luck to you both.
They do indeed touch gloves.
Two contrasting characters here.
Yes, very
Ryan
much so.
Jett and Brandon Webb.
And their demeanor leading up to this fight, that's for sure. They meet in the center. Quick glove touch.
Both of these men on their toes here tonight.
Very light on their feet so far, respecting the distance. Going to look for their opportunity to land their big shot. Man, Ryan Jett, got his hands down at his waist. There we go, they're up now. You cannot do that against Brandon Webb.
Well, he's doing it. It's
Brandon yet to throw any
oh,
big
here we
strikes.
go. A little bit of an explosion. Nothing big so far, but possibly an appetizer to what we're about to see momentarily.
Front kick from Ryan Jett. Got the toes in there. Brandon Webb patiently awaiting his opportunity. Yet to really throw a big strike yet.
Brandon Webb with his hips near the cage.
Brandon's waiting for that shot to just explode with a punch. Ryan Jett shaking his head, saying that's not going to work. Little hesitancy from Brandon Webb so far. Maybe he's just awaiting his moment.
Absolutely, we've seen him before, possibly timing the footwork of Jett, but Jett fast in his own right.
Yeah, he
very,
is.
very quick.
Yeah, he started off kind of casually strolling around. We're seeing some speed from Ryan Jett of Dark Side MMA in Charlotte. There we go, Brandon Webb throwing a combo. Ryan Jett out the way, shaking his head,
Shaking
saying,
his
no,
head
sir.
off. Here come the antics.
Push front kick. Missing a little bit, but Ryan Jett. Brandon with a little more urgency now, it seems.
Yeah, Brandon on his way in now.
He's throwing feints, dropping levels. Yep, looked like it connected there. Low shot.
I'll tell you what, some mean streets in Charlotte, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Produce tough fighters, tough individuals.
Well, as always, safety is the most important thing here at USFFC. Fighters are given ample time to recover before going back into battle. Ryan Jett taking an accidental low shot, and the action is back on. A lot of respect between these two guys so far.
Brandon Webb, you moving that head a whole lot.
Yep.
Getting a little bit closer, possibly finding his range. Watch for him to do big things once he gets in. Once he moves, he's going to move big and he's going to move fast. But the same could be said of Ryan Jett.
Mean-looking lead right hook from Ryan Jett. Doesn't find his mark. Push kick.
You know, both of these men headhunting,
Yeah.
and possibly, you know, and sometimes using the front kicks and whatnot. But you know, I've not seen any body shots. That may be something to kind of work in with the body shot and move up, because once you start hitting the body, yeah, it's easier to find the head. That was a big shot by Brandon Webb.
Look at this. Look
Shaking
at this.
it off.
Ryan Jett with the theatrics.
Told you he's used to those mean streets, my friend.
Brandon Webb.
Another big shot. Nice
clean
left hook there.
I think Ryan Jett realizes he's in a scrap right now. Good body kick. Doesn't seem to do much to the kid. Marching his man down with his hands low. That's could prove to be a mistake.
Just over a minute left in this first round. Those were a couple of big shots there.
Brandon Webb doing a good job of getting out after the strikes. Ryan Jett unable to return.
Jett has not caught anything super tight yet. His head movement has been very good, so he's been nicked, but he's not been crushed yet.
Right, yeah. The tight first round so far. A lot of respect being shown. Good kicks from both men. I tell you, it's just, you know, one of those things where at any moment the final strike could end, and Brandon the Kid Webb a little theatrics of his own.
Some antics, yes.
Trying to goad the other man into coming forward and making a mistake of some sort. Ooh.
Nice right hand on the southpaw. Ryan Jett.
And you wonder if Ryan Jett will get...
Oh, nice head kick by Brandon Webb. Again, Ryan Jett not deterred in the least. Oh, here we go.
Wow, no time wasted. They run to meet each other in the center of the USFFC cage. Jabs from the southpaw, Ryan Jett. Both southpaws. Oh, no, excuse me, Brandon's not.
Oh, here we go. You hear the corner of Ryan Jett saying, forget about the feints, come forward.
Brandon Webb
Now
throwing the
these men are
combinations.
starting to mix it up.
Brandon ate a punch there after throwing a combo.
We have ourselves some fisticuffs here.
Body kick, another one.
These
from
guys
Ryan
are
Jett.
brawling.
This is a fight. Right hand from Ryan Jett. Push kick. Trying to tell him to come on. He's trash talking him.
Ryan Jett on the prowl.
He's shaking his head. Nope.
Brandon Webb ties up momentarily. And Jett continues to toll forward.
Brandon has opportunities to counter, but he hasn't done it yet. Ryan Jett pressing the action up against Brandon the Kid Webb here tonight at 145 pounds.
Ryan Jett appears to have found his timing, at least at this point in the fight. He has closed the distance on Webb. What are we going to see here?
Right
Brandon
jab.
against the cage. It's going to inhibit his ability to move, his footwork, if you will.
Jab
Another
finds his
stiff
mark.
jab.
Jab finds his mark again. Now Ryan Jett finding his reach against the shorter Brandon Webb.
Ryan Jett talking to Brandon Webb as he stalks his prey.
Good push kick, digging his toes into the midsection of Brandon Webb. Those hurt. He fires back one of his own. Pawing, lead right hook for the southpaw.
And it could be the mental game being enacted here by Ryan Jett. It says a lot when you stand there and you walk right through everything that your opponent has to offer, but Brandon Webb still very, very dangerous.
A little agility on display from Blake Grice there, dodging
And
the
a
fighter.
nice left hand by Brandon Webb.
What a fight this is so far. Lunging jabs. Catches a kick, not letting go. The reach advantage of Ryan Jett is starting to show itself a little bit in these jabs.
Most definitely coming into play here. Brandon Webb unable to initiate his offense at the 3-minute mark of the second round.
And right now, this round has been the Ryan Jett show so far. I mean, Brandon's had a couple of good shots, but Ryan Jett's been stalking him down.
He certainly has, and you see that cut opening under the right eye of Brandon Webb right now. Doesn't seem to be causing a problem right now, but as it continues to take more punishment, it could cause a problem later on.
That jab of the southpaw, Ryan Jett.
And now streaming down his face. Blood streaming down the face of Brandon Webb.
Brandon's having trouble sneaking past that jab.
Oh,
you
man,
see those body kicks.
Covering up is Brandon Webb. He could be in trouble here.
I tell you what, those body kicks, digging those toes into the midsection.
Oh,
he cracked him.
Relentless, though.
Brandon Webb still in this fight as he's
Webb
a
is in
lot of
trouble,
shots
though,
in the
man.
body.
He is covering his body tight. Something's wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get hit in the body anymore. You're right. Those push kicks, digging those toes right there. Those are the ones, man. Those kicks right there have really, really added up and paid dividends for Ryan Jett. Brandon Webb with his hands low so he doesn't have to eat anymore.
The face of Brandon Webb bloody. Covered in blood, but he is still in this fight.
There it is again. Ryan Jett talking to his man. And you wonder what kind of psychological warfare that has. You know, what does that do when you're winning? You're winning and you're talking trash.
Yeah.
Or possibly winning. So the jabs of Ryan Jett, the difference maker here in round 2. Brandon Webb so far unable to slip, unable to counter. And Ryan Jett just controlling the distance with that lead jab. You know, that can be a confusing thing when you're an orthodox fighter and you don't have a lot of training against southpaws. You're thrown off. I mean, you're not used to that right hand being the lead. You know, you're used to that right hand being the danger.
It's certainly a different style, and that is the advantage that the southpaw brings in that typically most of his opponents would be an orthodox fighter, so he's used to it. I think that this was definitely Ryan Jett's round.
It's really the toes that dig deep down into the side of your rib cage. I mean, they are penetrating in, digging deep into the muscle, and it hurts bad.
The muscle disrupting the tendons, and you see Ryan Jett right back to it. Brandon Webb looking to close the distance here.
That's not something you see too much, is a takedown attempt from Brandon the Kid Webb. Ryan Jett
right back in his
just
face.
Walking him down, talking to him. Wish I could hear what he's saying. More body kicks like that. Brandon Webb just doesn't want him anymore. And this is a tough fight for the kid. Ryan Jett still talking to his man, telling him to come on.
It could be that Brandon Webb was ahead in that first round, but definitely dropped a second.
Yeah.
It could be that Ryan Jett is up 2 rounds and that Brandon Webb needs to take this third.
Ryan Jett.
Regardless, Brandon Webb is in deep right now.
Jett
deep waters.
is so impressive right now with his ability to remain calm, you know, just walk forward, hands low, reaction time is sound. Brandon the Kid Webb can't seem to counter him. Angles, I mean, Ryan Jett's doing all the right things now and just really utilizing those body kicks to wear down his opponent. And Brandon the Kid Webb has 3 minutes and 50 seconds to figure an answer out here at this professional 145-pound matchup at USFFC26. Good check from the kid.
A tremendous professional career underway for Brandon the Kid Webb. Of course, we mentioned 1-0. Ryan Jett in his debut fight here.
Body kick finds its mark from the kid to Jett. But Jett still got him in the body kick department by a couple, I think. Brandon, you know.
Again, Brandon Webb, he needs to stay away from that cage, man. He gets in trouble every time he's near that cage. It opens him up for a lot of abuse there. Brandon Webb gets taken down momentarily, but jumps right back up on the hips.
Brandon looking to secure a takedown in the second half of the fight.
This could be a very crucial moment in this fight.
Brandon needs this takedown.
Battling for that takedown, unable
Cannot get
to
it.
achieve that here.
Ryan Jett seems very calm.
At the halfway point of this third and final round.
Lead jabs find their mark. Both these men tired. Brandon's still bouncing around though. He's still got gas in the tank, and he's got 2 minutes to use it, Casey. He's got 2 minutes to try to change up and adapt. Because right now, you can make the argument that Ryan Jett is cruising his way to a unanimous decision victory.
Oh, here we go. Brandon Webb looking for it. Yeah, exactly. Slung off. And back to the drawing board one more time goes Brandon Webb.
Ryan Jett with jabs from the southpaw stance. Brandon the Kid Webb been unable to get past that jab so far. That's what he's got to do. He's controlling the perimeter, but he needs to be inside, not the perimeter.
A minute and a half left in this fight. It has certainly had its moments, particularly in the second round. Tons of action there. All Ryan Jett in that round.
Brandon the Kid Webb has astounding power and speed. He could still use it and
Beautiful
turn this
counter
around.
there by Brandon Webb.
We've got 1 minute left.
And this is something you got to think about. Brandon Webb, this third round has been very close, but the judges tend to almost sometimes take that momentum that left in the second and kind of give it to the guy moving into the third.
Yeah.
The guy who controlled the second moving into the third. So, it could be very foreseeable that Jett, in the minds of these, wow, that was
a good leaping body
crazy.
kick. Yeah.
But it could be that automatically in the judges' minds, it was Ryan Jett ahead.
Yeah, another low shot for Brandon the Kid Webb against Ryan Jett. Accidental, but they do happen.
Brandon, 30 seconds. Push as hard as you can.
Brandon's coach is telling him there's 30 seconds left in this fight.
That was a very strange low blow there. It appeared as though Brandon Webb threw the kick, and Jett just happened to jump up in the air at the same time, and then boom. It was
one of those things that happens.
It was right there.
And it's very unfortunate. Ryan Jett only has a half a minute left. Yeah, here it is. You can see Brandon throws a kick, and Ryan, probably would have caught it on the stomach if he hadn't jumped up in the air. One more time. Here it is. Yep. He jumped into it. Anything can happen in this sport we love, right?
Yeah, and you can see he wasn't very happy about it.
No.
That delayed response.
Sometimes it's tough as a spectator to even have any clue how much that hurts. You just, any guy that's been through something similar to that can relate on some level, but, taking a kick from a professional mixed martial artist, even with a cup on, it doesn't.
Well, that cup moves around
yeah.
too. And get hurt there.
30 seconds left for someone to make a difference. Leaping knee.
Both
he gets
of these guys
punch.
doing big things.
Brandon Webb has a few seconds to make a difference. Who is going to walk out of here the winner? Co-main event, USFFC26, Brandon the Kid Webb, Ryan Jett, down to the final moments of this exchange. Both are trying to take home the win. Who wants it more?
Two courageous competitors, and Webb gets the takedown. That could be crucial here.
Ryan Jett right back to his feet, punches Brandon Webb. Wow! Lands one of his own.
What a fight and what a finish!
Unbelievable.
Judges' scorecards for the decision. Judge 3 scores about 29-28 for Jett. Judge 1 scores about 29-28 for Webb. Judge 2 scores this about 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Brandon the Kid Webb.
Brandon the Kid Webb gets the call from the judges.
All right, I am here with your winner Brandon the Kid Webb. It was 3 tough rounds, man. First round, very close. I scored it narrow. Second round, you got in some deep waters, man. You got cut. It looked like your body was in trouble. It looked like you took a hard body shot. You survived it. You came back, and it appeared as though it might have been that last exchange, that big takedown that scored it for you and took home this split decision victory. Talk about this fight.
First of all, he's a very tough opponent. I was happy to fight him, but yeah, he caught me in the second round with a body shot. It hurt. I wasn't sure I was gonna make through, but I weathered the storm and came back to win the fight.
Ryan Jett came all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. Tough streets over there, man, and he was talking you down the whole time. What was he saying in there?
I'm not really sure what he was saying. I wasn't paying no attention. I was just doing what I had to do to win the fight.
So Brandon Webb, 2-0. You're moving on to big things, man. A big career ahead of you, one of the best athletes I've ever watched in my life. What is next?
Thank you, and I'm not sure whoever they line up next, I'm down to fight.
There you have it.
And I want to thank all the fans that came out and supported me. I wouldn't be where I am today without my fans. I want to thank Contemporary Martial Arts and CJ, Jay, Chase, all my training partners. I could not be where I am today without them.
Well, there you have it. Everybody put your heads together one more time for the kid, Brandon Webb.
Brandon the Kid Webb and Ryan Jett at 145 pounds, and that one was a hotly contested matchup.
It was super close, absolutely. You had Brandon Webb absolutely taking the first one. Ryan Jett came on strong and delivered very, very strongly there. He even had Brandon Webb hurt there to the body, but then Brandon Webb comes back really in the final moments of the third round and does what he has to do to secure that split decision victory. It was razor sharp. I'd love to see a rematch, or definitely see both of these guys back here in US Freedom Fighter.
Oh man, no
soon.
doubt about it. When you have a decision that close, it literally could have gone either way, and I don't think there would have been any surprise. It warrants a rematch. 2 highly equal competitors came in here, but Brandon the Kid Webb gets the win. Congratulations to him.